The moons of Saturn are numerous and diverse, ranging from tiny moonlets only tens of meters across to enormous Titan, which is larger than the planet Mercury. Saturn has 83 moons with confirmed orbits that are not embedded in its rings, of which only 13 have diameters greater than 50 kilometers, as well as dense rings that contain millions of embedded moonlets and innumerable smaller ring particle. 7 Saturnian moons are large enough to have collapsed into a relaxed, ellipsoidal shape, though only 1 or 2 of those, Titan and possibly Rhea, are currently in hydrostatic equilibrium. Particularly notable among Saturn's moons are Titan, the second largest moon in the solar system, after Jupiter's Ganymede, with a nitrogen-rich Earth-like atmosphere and a landscape featuring dry river networks and hydrocarbon lakes, Enceladus, which emits jets of gas and dust from its south polar region, and Iapetus, with its contrasting black and white hemispheres. Images of several moons of Saturn. From left to right: Mimas, Enceladus, Tethys, Dione, Rhea, Titan in the background, Iapetus top right, and irregularly shaped Hyperion bottom right. Some small moons are also shown. All to scale. 24 of Saturn's moons are regular satellites. They have prograde orbits not greatly inclined to Saturn's equatorial planet. They include the 7 major satellites, 4 small moons that exist in a Trojan orbit with larger moons, 2 mutually co-orbital moons, and 2 moons that act as shepherds of Saturn's F-ring. 2 other known regular satellites orbit within gaps in Saturn's rings. The relatively large Hyperion is locked in a resonance with Titan. The remaining regular moons orbit near the outer edge of the A-ring, within the G-ring, and between the major moons Mimas and Enceladus. The regular satellites are traditionally named after Titans and Titanesses or other figures associated with the mythological Saturn. The remaining 59, with mean diameters ranging from 4 to 213 kilometers, are irregular satellites, whose orbits are much farther from Saturn, have high inclinations, and are mixed between prograde and retrograde. These moons are probably captured minor planets, or debris from the breakup of such bodies after they were captured, creating collisional families. The irregular satellites have been classified by their orbital characteristics into the Inuit, Norse, and Gallic groups, and their names are chosen from the corresponding mythologies, with the Gallic group corresponding to Celtic mythology. The sole exception is Phoebe, the 9th moon of Saturn and largest irregular, discovered at the end of the 19th century. It is part of the Norse group but named for a Greek Titaness. The rings of Saturn are made up of objects ranging in size from microscopic to moonlets hundreds of meters across, each in its own orbit around Saturn. Thus a precise number of Saturnian moons cannot be given, because there is no objective boundary between the countless small anonymous objects that form Saturn's ring system and the larger objects that have been named as moons. Over 150 moonlets embedded in the rings have been detected by the disturbance they create in the surrounding ring material, though this is thought to be only a small sample of the total population of such objects. There are still 20 unnamed moons, as of November 2022, of which all but one is irregular. If named, they will receive names from Gallic, Norse and Inuit mythology based on the orbital groups of the moons.